welcome Molly Burke.
Black girl moment. Black girl moment. I couldn't see. Oh my god, Mom.
So nervous.
I'm so simultaneously nervous, excited, and it's like it's all hitting me, even though I've known for a few days. It's like it's all hitting me right now. Okay, it is like 2:45 on a Tuesday. I've got a little bit of red wine because we literally had like that much red wine left, so that's what I've got. But I needed something to calm my nerves a little bit. Today, I am going to be on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
Even though it's an emergency, let's not get too stressed out, all right, about something that may or may not become a worldwide disaster. Because we've already got a worldwide disaster to focus on. It's called climate change.
The Trevor Noah. This is wild. This is like something real celebrities do. Like real celebrities go on late night talk shows. And I, like just a little wee blind girl, Molly, with her cane, is going on. And I don't know how to cope. So in a couple of minutes, one of the team members from my management is gonna show up at our hotel room, and then we have our stylist showing up at the hotel room. We've got a outfit that I think is not gonna be everybody's taste, but is absolutely Molly Burke. And the goal was, I want people who are watching it to look at me and go, how don't we already know about her? Because she looks like somebody. That was the goal. I want to look like I'm somebody. And I think we've accomplished it. It's fun, it's colorful, and I'm really excited. They're going to be sending a car from The Daily Show to pick us up and bring us to the studio. I'm supposed to get there at 4 o'clock. They're going to do my hair and makeup. I have greasy hair because my freshly washed hair is so silky soft, it slips, and I plan to do the iconic classic Molly top knot red lip combo. I've been doing it since I was like 18 and we're still doing it. So that's the look I'm going for. So because of that, I wanted to have like a few days since my last wash. So it's kind of gross, but I think they'll make it look cute, fingers crossed. And I've got the makeup inspo. It's like this look that I did for Too Faced with their campaign for International Women's Day. And yeah, that's the vibe. I think I'm just gonna go in something comfy and then change into the outfit when I'm there.
Yeah.
So I'm not like sitting around.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And they're going to like order me dinner to set. And they said that like Trevor is going to come to my green room before the interview to like sit and chat with me. How freaking nice. He's on, if you haven't read his book, Born a Crime, would highly recommend. Ooh, okay, they're here. I'll tell you later. Okay, as I was saying, would highly recommend reading his book. He voices his audiobook. I recommend reading any celebrity book as an audiobook because generally the celebrity reads it. So it just is like that much cooler because you're hearing it from their voice telling it to you. My whole family's read it. I'm so excited. Okay, so my mom did her COVID test this morning. They sent a nurse to do a PCR test on me yesterday, and then the two girls have to do theirs before the car comes to pick us up. My mom and I are both negative, praise God, and hopefully the other two girls are as well. We're really gonna be having we had like a prelim interview yesterday. I asked them like out of curiosity, how did you hear about me? And they said I've actually been on their radar and on their list as a guest for years, and they just finally, my name got brought up again last week when I popped up in one of their Instagram feeds, and they're like, we should definitely just finally have her on. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So here it is. And we had a prelim interview, and they were really like, what do you want us to talk about? So I think we're gonna be talking about like representation of disabilities in the media, normalization of disabled people, kind of just the basics. They said like Trevor is gonna take it wherever he wants, but like for me to give them some like top line things I'm passionate about, and that's what I gave them. And they also asked me if there's like a charity I'd like him to shout out if they have time in the show. So it would be like the ending of the show. They sometimes shout out a guest's passion. So of course I said the Mira Foundation, fundraising link below. And what else? There's another guest, an actor, is gonna be on tonight as well. And my interview is 8 to 10 minutes, which is a very long time. I was expecting them to say 3 to 5. So 8 to 10 is a really long time.
They might edit it down.
But they might edit it down because there's two guests in the one show, but they said the full episode, the full interview with me, the unedited version will be online. So I will link it down below because this is pre-filmed. It will be up already. So I'll link it down below if you want to see the full interview or you didn't catch it when it was on TV. Helena from my management team is here. Wave, say hello.
Yay, Helena, yay.
She was our guardian angel at VidCon this year. What else? Okay, so we also talked about the fact, so yeah, he'll come backstage to my green room They're gonna order me dinner to set, so they asked like whatever I want, but I don't know because I'm so nervous. I don't know that I can even eat anything. They were discussing like how to get me on stage because I'm using my cane, which is, as you guys know, not my favorite mobility aid. But even if I was using my guide dog, I think I would still want to be Excited Guide out there because there's like a live audience of 200 people. It just is like a little bit stressful. You know that like there's a time crunch to like get in there, do your thing, and get off so the show can keep going. So I don't want to like hold anybody up or like risk something going wrong, especially because I'm in like crazy Bratz shoes. Like they are Bratz dolls shoes. 100%. You'll see. You'll get it. But they're massive. Before I bought them, I was like, I need to practice walking in these to make sure I don't look like a damn fool. They were like, okay, you can either start the interview seated or you can have your walk-on moment and Trevor can guide you out. And I was like, that's iconic. Yeah, Trevor's guiding me out for sure. So he's 5'11" and I'm 4'11". So these shoes are going to at least make me look like I'm not like 2 feet tall next to him. And I'll like be balanced because I'll have my cane in one hand and his arm in the other. I felt like it was really important, like I contemplated, because for me, yes, it would be much easier to start it seated. There wouldn't be as much anxiety about me like tripping or anything like that. But I feel like if you're just seeing me from here up for the interview, yeah, I'm talking about being blind, but you're not seeing blindness. And seeing blindness is very important to me because that's representation. You rarely see people on, especially things like late night talk shows, using mobility aids. So it was very important for me that other disabled people and just people in general like see somebody proudly walking out with a mobility aid. And having that moment for the community. So that's what I've decided to do, though I am nervous about it. So wish me luck. Yeah, so this is the shoe. We were trying to estimate how many inches. Like we're thinking 7 maybe. Like that's by far the tallest shoe I will have ever worn in my life. They are truly bubblegum pink Barbie Bratz shoes. I am questioning my sanity for purchasing these. They are Versace, and I'm gonna practice walking up and down a little bit. Just for a little height difference comparison, this is me without it. Oh my
Wow,
God.
what a difference.
Oh, it's like I'm doing squats. This is wild. Okay, let's practice walking me. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. They make this outfit. What do you think? Okay, we are in the car on the way to set. We've got Helena and Taylor in the back. I feel like you guys can like wave or cheer or be happy.
We were waving.
I just told them to shut up. So now they were really listening. They were
silent.
They were
Silently
being real
waving.
quiet. I feel like I have a team. It makes me look professional. Thanks for making me look way more
right.
professional than I am.
We've got you. Oh yeah.
Okay, we've made it into my green room, and it was so funny on the way in. Like somebody was like, "Molly, can I get a picture?" And I was like so confused. I couldn't see. Hello, I'm blind. But I couldn't see what was going on, so I was really confused. I didn't know if it was a part of the show, like they need to get your photo before you go into the studio, or what was happening. So I was just very confused. But it was just a fan. His name was Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. It was very nice. And so we took a little photo, and now I'm in the green room. What does it look like? What's around?
What is around? There is
a side table?
Yeah, a little side table. There's towels beneath. There's Lysol, I guess just in case. Over here, there's lots of treats, lots of candies, Kit Kats, everything. Cups for coffee.
Some of that home with me.
Yes, and then there's Goat Eats. Get the goat handcrafted potato chips. They look good.
Yum.
Nutty morning granola bar. There's pretzels.
Over here, there's also a dog bandana and a dog towel, and then a little bag that has a sweatshirt and I think a water bottle.
And that's so sweet.
So cool.
Do you think Trevor knows on it? Yes, the Daily Show with Trevor knows on it.
Oh my God. I will
And a bag.
cherish this forever.
There you go.
This is so cool.
That is so cool. What a nice memory.
And I'm gonna get to do a walkthrough on the stage, which I'm very happy about because they weren't sure that was gonna be able to happen. So we're gonna do that soon with my cane, and then I'm into hair and makeup.
Yay.
It's real, it's happening.
We are testing the shoes and seeing which inserts need to be used.
What feels the most
What feels the most comfy?
With these big
This is
shoes.
a rather tall shoe.
I think without actually.
You don't need it?
Yeah.
Do you need even just a little one, or are you good?
I think. Let me see
Here,
this one.
put
Yeah.
the little guy in there and see.
Right at the front, you know.
Do you want to
Yeah.
practice to walk out with the shoes?
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would.
It's going to look very cute with your outfit.
Yeah, it actually would, right? No, you could. That's seriously somebody. I mean, I know people that would.
Maybe
do
it's
that.
a look,
Yeah, a look. Its own look.
It's a look.
You might not even need it.
Yeah, I think they're most
good?
comfy without.
Okay, let's take them out. No problem.
Love that. It's a vibe.
Okay. So I'm back here with our guest, and we're gonna just do the walkout momentarily. I'm just gonna walk her through.
Is that up or down?
Down. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So right here is going to be like your offset position. I've got Nick here.
Hi.
Nick will cue you out, basically. You know, he'll just remind you. Trevor will obviously say, "Hey, everybody, Molly's here."
This mark
Right here. So you can take another little step forward, and that'll kind of like be your first position or whatever.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Molly's here, and then you're going to walk out to the set. Trevor will probably very likely meet you like right about here, and then as you come forward here, you'll we're gonna come up onto the platform.
I think the plan is for him to walk back because he'll be her sighted guide to help her.
Okay.
Correct?
So Trevor
Yeah,
will
I
meet
think-
you a
yeah.
lot further than.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Go
And
ahead.
then is he gonna still come to the green room ahead
Yes,
of time?
inshallah.
Great, so I can kind of show him
Perfect.
how I'll grab his arm so we know. Usually
Great.
I'll have somebody like put their arm like on my shoulder and then I can find their arm, something like
Yeah.
that. So we'll practice that.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll let you take the rest from here.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So come out there.
Let's see the.
Can we lower the chair?
Let's see.
It seems so hot.
Well, it'll probably make me look taller on camera, which is for the best because
Yeah.
I'm very short.
So right now you're faced out toward the audience, so we'll just
Okay.
after you have a seat, you can turn, boom, and Trevor will come over, and then he's over here, and we're interview style.
Okay. So his voice
Yep,
from
he's
there,
gonna come over
and then
here.
the audience
Audience is gonna
is that
come
way.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so I just finished my walkthrough, and I'm really glad I got to do it because I'm now actually more nervous. So I'm glad I at least got to kind of practice. But okay, Enid here is the makeup artist. She's doing my hair and makeup. Thank God for you. And she's actually a follower, which makes me feel even more comfortable. But she was telling me, because I was like, I'm nervous because this is like the thing real celebrities do, not me. And she was like, if it helps, the real celebrities are also always nervous. And I was like, actually, that really helps. So yeah, I'm freaking out. But it's all gonna be okay, right, Mom?
Yeah, of course. You're gonna nail it. It's all good.
I'll be more excited when it's done. You know?
Yes.
Yeah,
You know, when you're
then you
like-
can celebrate.
You're excited that you did it versus excited to do it. I just don't want to fall in my 7-inch heels.
So to recover quickly, right? A quick edit. Just don't break an ankle. I mean, this is one time you don't want to break an ankle.
I will suffer in pain sitting on that chair with my broken ankle,
No one will know.
getting through that interview.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
What
yeah.
red is this one?
This I started with a pencil, so this is a great brand. It's called Italia Deluxe. It's an ultra fine
Ooh,
pencil.
Nice.
They're just on Amazon,
Oh wow.
and they're really nice and creamy. Like they're just
We love an Amazon find.
love an Amazon find.
Will I get a lip touch up before I go on?
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to be eating and drinking. So I feel like that's all I care about. Does my lipstick make my teeth look whiter or more yellow?
For the video, how are you feeling, Molly?
It's like 45 minutes till the show, but I'm on at the later half, so like I still have time. But
A little nervous?
I'm nervous. I'm not usually nervous for this stuff. I don't know why I'm so nervous for this, but I am. Makeup is done, outfit is on. Just kidding. When I was practicing in the Versace shoes with this on, I'm sure they were all like, okay, it's choice. But look, my green room has my name. I mean, it's not in lights, but like, it almost is. Look, I have my very own private toilet. But you can't stay in here because I am about to pee.
Okay.
Okay, I've peed. I'm in the green room, all is well. And they're making some tea for me,
Look
which I
at
really
these
appreciate.
wonderful girls.
They're reading me my options. We've got
Yes,
honey, a
yes.
kettle. They've really like filled the room for us, which I appreciate.
What do you?
Okay, so the part that I'm most nervous for is the walkout because like I can't see anything. I'm wearing 7-inch heels. I have my cane and Trevor, and he's never guided me before. So I'm just very nervous. I'm very nervous about that part.
So once you sit down, you're gonna be good.
Once I
right?
sit down I've folded my cane, I'll be fine. But I'm wearing like sheer gloves, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to practice folding the cane with the gloves on.
Oh yeah.
Because the grip, you know.
Or you could catch your glove in
Yeah.
the cane.
But so many things could go wrong. So many things could go
We're
wrong.
gonna practice that.
I like made the decision to do the walkout because I was like, it's important for society to see somebody with a cane proudly walking on. And I'm like, I ain't proudly walking on. I am nervously walking on. I am walking on with oodles of anxiety. I just met him. He came. He said hi.
So yeah, so welcome to the show.
Thank
you
you.
for being here.
He told me a story about a guide dog who did not do the right guide doggy thing. It was interesting. And then we practiced the sight of guide. He's very tall.
I know when we come out there, there'll be a bit of choreography.
Yes.
Right. So I'm on your left side.
You're gonna be on my left.
Right.
Here, I'll show you. You can just say like I'm here, and then I'm gonna grab your arm right
Okay.
here. And then once we get to the chair, if you can put your hand on the back of the chair,
Okay.
and then you can say
Which
the chair.
hand?
This hand.
The hand that you're
Yes.
holding right
You
now?
can put it on the back of the chair
Okay.
and just say we're at the chair, and then I'll go like that.
Okay,
So
okay.
that way I can then find the
Okay,
chair.
no problem.
And that's like
Perfect.
the easiest way.
Okay, sounds good.
And he was very nice, super friendly. He said he's been a fan of mine for years.
I've been a fan of yours for a while. I remember my producer and friend saw you at an event and told me about you, and then I've been following you ever since.
Oh, thank you.
So congratulations on the success.
Who, me? And he like loves what I do on TikTok. Trevor Noah has watched my TikToks. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna go pee, then I'm gonna get dressed. The show is starting soon. It's go time. Oh, also, in the bathroom, they have like everything you could possibly need, thank God, because I'm sweating bullets. And I wear natural deodorant, which is fine on the reg. Not for days like today, when I'm like profusely sweating. So they have like toothbrushes and mouthwash and deodorant, so I like I'm good. I'm not stanky. So I'm gonna pee, then Taylor's gonna help me get the outfit on.
Yay! Go, go, go!
The Pope's Apology Tour. Molly Burke and Brian Cox. This is The Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
So cool. Oh my god, cool, right? Okay, yes. Stopping the dress.
We're chopping the dress. Oh, so brave.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right before the show. Look at that. Ooh.
I know.
No going back.
We don't need this.
Okay, what are we thinking?
I'm dying.
So chic.
Okay,
Course you're dying.
I know this isn't for
So
everyone, but this is my moment. This is my first major late night talk show appearance. I'm really concerned about trying to fold the cane on stage with the gloves, so I'm gonna practice. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. That's good, that's good. Practice. Okay, it's good.
It's your magic wand.
Amazing. It's so good.
Okay, this is the full.
You know what it's giving?
What?
With your tall bun and with the silhouette, it's giving like breakfast at like old Audrey.
Yes!
Your glam is giving old Audrey, and then the silhouette is, but you're so modern and cool
Do you
version
know what's
of
so funny?
it. Yeah.
By far, the most celebrity lookalike I get told my whole life is Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, I can see
So
it.
it's like really funny.
Your glam face right now is that.
Ooh.
Gosh, you look good.
Do a little turn again.
Okay.
Twirl.
You look like a star.
Okay, this is so funny, but my cane is way too short for me because the heels are so tall, which is hilarious. Also, I'm a little nervous because I usually do sighted guide on the right, cane on the left, like my whole life. But for the purposes of the show, I'm doing cane in the right and sighted guide on the left. I'm so stressed.
Last little touch up. Speechless.
I'm stressed. I know I have a few steps to walk down still.
Yeah, you're gonna be good.
Take it slow on the stairs. You step down one before me.
Hey Molly, welcome back.
TikToker and Instagrammer, Molly Møller. She's a young woman who loves fashion, makeup, and downhill skiing. Oh, and she also happens to be blind.
I've been legally blind from birth, and I lost the majority of my vision at 14. And I've never been able to see enough to see my own eyes in the mirror or in pictures. And yes, of course, people tell me what color of eyes I have. But the problem is, everybody has a different color. So you can see my confusion. It's just very weird not knowing like a pretty key thing about yourself. And not to like toot my own horn, but I get compliments around my eyes quite a lot. Like people will tell me I have pretty eyes, which I think is funny because they don't work. But at least
Please welcome Molly Møller. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I feel like every creative is like, has a lot of self-doubt. You know, I often walk off and I'm like, I don't know, was that okay? This time I'm walking off and I'm like, I slayed it. I nailed that. I feel like that's the best interviewer I've ever been interviewed by.
Yeah.
He was so calm, made me feel so comfortable. He like made me feel like I could be myself, which is very hard. And he let me be who I am today. Whereas a lot of interviewers stick to who I was in the past when I went blind. So I feel really good about it, and I hope you all enjoyed it and thought I did good, but I feel great. And then this actor who's on now, he's from Succession. When I was walking off, he was like, that was so great, that was so interesting, that was wonderful, and I love your gloves. So the gloves were a win.
Dries Van Noten.
There's a wonderful stylist over there.
Yes, and you wouldn't believe these are not the same brand.
No.
Nope.
They're not.
They are not.
No.
And you would never know it. We are. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you guys for being
Molly.
here.
And here's Helena. Thanks to Helena. She did a wonderful job helping us out with all different stages. Yay, girls. Yay.
We did it. All right, we are leaving. We are back, heading to the hotel. I will say I am probably looking much better leaving than I was coming. We are going to go grab some drinks on the rooftop. It's so weird because it's like still like only 7 o'clock.
It does feel later.
Feels like it should be way later.
When you're inside, it's like it feels so much later.
So we're gonna go grab a drink on the rooftop. I've had so many bad rooftop experiences where they're like, you're not good enough to come. And I had that at this place we're going to a few days ago. They like literally made me go change. So this time they will regret that experience.
They may not recognize you.
They probably won't. Okay, so the funny thing is, like, the moment I got to, like, the backstage area, because I still had to wait for, like, a good, like, 2 minutes, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like, backstage at my mark, and I was like, the moment I got there, I was just, like, felt at peace. I, like, felt calm. Like, all the nerves went away, and I was like, I'm ready. It was so sweet afterwards when Trevor was walking me off. He was like, you need to write books. You need to do way more. And I was like, that's the goal, Trevor. I'm trying to break into the mainstream. We just had a mini rooftop photo shoot. Here are some photos. And now we're drinking margaritas with salt. Delightful. Is there a straw in it?
No.
Okay, great. I always check so I don't stab my eye out. Not that they work, but like, you know, we don't need any more trauma. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay. Thank you guys so much. Somebody already recognized me from the show. He was in the audience. We've had the drinks on the rooftop. It's 11 p.m. I've got my Trevor Noah hoodie on that they gave me. And look, okay. It's on TV. I'm gonna be on soon.
You're coming up in a minute.
Okay. This is so big. So it's a commercial break, and I'm eating this Caesar salad, like shoving my face, watching the show. And I just started one moment, and I was like, wait, what if I'm actually awful? Like, what if I'm delusional right now?
I'm just worried we missed it.
No, we didn't. We definitely didn't.
No? Molly!
And so it's extra appropriate that my guest is popular YouTuber.
Molly!
I was gonna pee, but I'm not.
She's a young woman who loves fashion, makeup, and downhill skiing. Oh, and she also happens to be blind. Please welcome Molly Burr.
Wait, Carol, can you see my cane?
Yep.
Can you see my shoes?
Oh yeah.
How do I look?
Awesome.
Do I look confident?
Confident.
Do I look tiny?
Tight. I don't know.
I mean, let's see.
I have
The
to
heels were
relook. I
7%.
have to look at the whole thing again.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is such a fun moment for me because I've seen so many of your videos. You know,
You look so good,
You aren't
Molly.
just funny, you aren't
Wait,
just
I-
engaging, but you dispel so many of the myths.
I had a blind girl struggle
around
here.
how we
Because like, I
see
thought he
blind
was done
people, how
talking.
we
Oh, you look
talk
so
about
good.
disabilities, and I think on a day like today especially, it's really cool to have you here because I'd love
The
to
outfit
know
looks
like the
amazing.
beginnings of it all.
Hey, Molly.
You have
That was it. I thought he was done talking because I couldn't see him.
Actually, I was diagnosed with a rare eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa when I was 4 years old.
Oh my God, they're showing the photographs of when you were young.
And shadow. And at the time, I lost all of my friends. I was very badly bullied, and all of a sudden, society started treating me very different.
hopefully be a part of educating society and taking that ignorance and changing it, and by doing that, hopefully changing the discrimination that disabled people face.
That's amazing.
Molly, you look so good.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Never been blind, but then I must have gotten better, like it's the flu or something. It's very much not like that. I promise I don't look for the secret cure for blindness. The reality is most people will never meet a blind person in their lifetime.
You've never tried to claim it as your own. You say, hey, I am a blind person, and these are some of the things that the blind community faces, but this is me. But what I like about that is it reminds us to not see people with disabilities as monolith. You know, so for instance, I learned from you. I didn't know that, you know, you don't have to wear dark glasses. I didn't know that you can look in the direction that you speak in. Because again, to your point, I've watched movies my whole life. I go like, oh, I know blind people. And it's like, no, I don't. I just watch movies. That's all I basically did, right? What are some of the day-to-day obstacles that you may face as a blind person that I think the rest of us should all be aware of?
I mean, today I'm using a cane, but generally I'm a guide dog user.
The limitations. For instance, I was shocked to hear that you will use dating apps like Tinder.
How else am I supposed to find a man in 2022? I mean,
But I really need to understand that. So,
it's true.
Like, how do you use it? You know, the few experiences I've had, and then movies. Like, do you even care about what the person looks like? You know, because you hear stories, for instance. No, I'm saying as a comedian, I would just do that.
I did it once as a joke. Like one of my friends was like, "Hey, I told my girlfriend you feel faces, so go with it." And I was like, "Got it." And so she like walks in, I was like, "Vanessa," and like we were all so serious for the whole, and she's just standing there, like, bless her soul, just like. Because he told her, like, go with it. She'll be upset if you don't.
If you don't let her touch your face.
True story.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. It's been wonderful. I'm stretching my hand out to you. Oh, don't move. I'm stretching my hand out to you to say thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, woman. Thank you, woman. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. I didn't.
You did it, Molly.
I freaking nailed it.
You
I
nailed
stand
it.
by it. I nailed
You
it,
nailed
you
it.
guys. I successfully turned off the TV after hitting 4 wrong buttons. I still feel good about it.
Yeah. Oh,
What do
I
you think?
loved it.
You know what? Do you know what I loved? I watched it back and I was like, that's Molly.
Yeah.
Like, I saw my real self.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like, you're under a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
So to look at it and be like, that was Molly. I was authentically myself in that interview. It feels really good. I'm really freaking proud. Like,
Good. Proud of Molly.
we don't get representation on the late night shows. We don't get representation freaking period, frankly. Like, the representation we get in media is generally scripted, and generally scripted by, directed, produced, and acted by able-bodied people, as I said in the interview. And like, the fact that like a real disabled person was on a real night, like late night talk show. And
Trevor Noah.
yeah.
We
And like,
love him.
the
We
fact
love him.
that it was me is like even more mind-blowing to me. Like, the fact that we got this period, I feel like is a pretty big deal.
It's huge.
But the fact that it's me is almost hard to comprehend. Like, I'm like the little girl who dreamed of working in Hollywood and then who went blind and was like, well, that'll never happen. There's no space for me. She was freaking doing it. She was doing what Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish and Jennifer Aniston do. She did it. I was on a
Huge
big
moment.
late night talk show. Thank
Be
you,
proud,
guys.
Molly.
I'm so grateful for all of you, because like, I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity without you. It's hard to believe that happened. And I hope it's not the end. I hope it's the beginning. I hope it's the beginning for not just me, but for like all of us, for this community, for every disabled person who's ever wanted to act or sing or dance or model. That like, more of that is to come. More of us. That it's not unusual that we're on a late night talk show. That it's normal to see us, because it's not right now. And it should be. Because we are normal. And we are a part of the real world. There are over 1 billion of us. We are normal. And we deserve to have our moment. And it's coming. Wow, okay, so it's the next morning. We went to sleep at like 1 or 1:30 a.m. because we were just like buzzing. And we're about to head to the airport. It's like 10:20. We're gonna go down and get in a car, head to the airport. We're like, we don't even know if we're going to JFK or LaGuardia. I asked my mom, she's like, I don't know. So thankfully our driver should. And we're heading back to LA. I was reading like so many wonderful comments from everybody on like the YouTube interview link that got posted and like on Twitter and stuff. And I'm just so grateful. Truly, Trevor was such a nice person, like such a nice person. And I'm so grateful for this experience. And I'm so grateful that of all the people he could have chosen to speak to, he spoke with me. And, you know, we as a community have such little representation. And as blind people, like the most successful blind people are Andrea Bocelli, Stevie Wonder, and Ray Charles, at least in the entertainment industry, I should say. You know, they're all like older men. And I'm grateful that he gave like a woman a platform, because I think it's really important for women to see themselves as well. And so yeah, I'm just super grateful, and thank you guys for supporting me and being on this journey with me. You are the reason I get to do things like this, and I'm so appreciative. So thank you, and until next time, click over here or over here. Now I gotta catch a flight.